What a fucking disaster. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up for a minute. Oh, look at him. You know he's a libtard because he's wearing a mask. Masks required beyond this point. You serious? Hey, why the fuck does the president need to have masks around him? Come on. Oh, I know this is kind of pointless, but over here, Jimmy Fallon did a sketch on it, and holy fuck, that's gotta be horrible. I don't even want to think about what that looks like. Terrible. Look at that swaggering walk. Like he's like a dead man walking here. Like holy shit. Do you think he knows? Who the hell? Wait, who the hell was that? Walking behind the frame. All right, hold on. This is July 28th. I want to remember that.
And we appreciate your commitment to answer our questions. Over the years, I've heard you talk about your adherence to a philosophy called positive thinking.
Positive thinking.
That if you believe something, you visualize it, then it can happen.
I also think in terms of the downside.
Right.
I've been given a lot of credit for positive thinking, but I also think about downside, because only a fool does it.
To what extent do you think that
So not positive thinking. All right, this is gonna be like buttering him up. So I'm just gonna skip to a random point. Wait, actually, let's see what he's going with this.
positive thinking mindset is suitable to handling the worst pandemic that we've seen in a century?
I think you have to have a positive outlook, otherwise you would have nothing without a positive outlook. I think we've done an incredible job between the ventilators and
Without a positive outlook, we couldn't lie to ourselves.
which frankly nobody wanted me to do. Practically nobody, because it was very early in January. Then putting
Yeah, he's taking credit for like banning fucking transport from China, which was kind of a pointless fucking thing because he still you could still like go to China, you just couldn't travel from China directly. So if you were like somebody from any other part of the world and you went from China to and then you just went to China, then came back and then just went somebody else and then America, totally fine. You just couldn't go directly from China to America. So it's fun. So yeah. Basically nothing, and we still allowed all types of fucking products delivered directly from China. So basically nothing. Which to be fair, I mean he did that during when it was kind of we were unsure whether or not fucking you could sorry, I'm still warming up here. You could we didn't necessarily know that whether or not COVID could attach to sort of services, and now we know that's bullshit. But like it was a fucking half measure to not have those banned. So lucky for him, I guess, but still.
ban on Europe, not an easy thing to do. To put a ban on Europe is a big thing. We would have probably lost hundreds of thousands of lives more had I not done that. And all of the experts, every one of them, not one of them wanted to do it. They thought it was too severe. 3 months later, they're all saying, "I'm glad you did it."
No, they weren't.
Criticism of Europe that is most prominent is about the communication. Is the public health experts saying that it needs to be based in reality. And they're saying that the wishful thinking and the salesmanship is just not suitable in a time when a pandemic has killed 145,000 Americans. And it's that I understand what you're saying, that people need to hear positive thinking. But, you know, for the past 5 months, it's been the virus is totally under control. And the cases have been going up in the deaths have been going up. But you've been saying it's under
Nobody
control.
knew what this thing was all about. This has never happened before. 1917, but it was a totally different. It was a flu in that case, okay? But other than 1917,
It was a flu even then. Everything's a flu. The Spanish flu was a flu. The fucking the Black Plague was a flu. Everything's a flu. Cancer's a flu. Really bad flu.
other countries right now that are suffering some proportionately far greater than we are. As bad as we are, some
I don't think he knows what the word proportionally means because he's about to demonstrate he doesn't know what the word proportionally means at all.
than we are. Right now, Spain is having a big spike. There are tremendous problems in the world. You look at Moscow. Look at what's going on with Moscow. Look at Brazil. Look at these countries. What's going on?
All right. While he's saying this, hold on a second. Okay. Oh shit. It's misspelled shark because I'm stupid. This is why I like to keep this in the no-no square. Oh, where the fuck? I had this resource like a second ago. Where the fuck is this? Oh, God damn it. Hold on. Let me check on my phone. Alright. The exact wording. What the fuck? I have it on my phone, but I don't have it here. Maybe it's... God, what? That's stupid. Hold on. Is it because I'm on Ecosia instead of Google? Are you serious? God damn it. Okay, fine. Google. Jesus Christ. Is this gonna do it? Yes, finally. I found the fucking resource I wanted. Great.
This was sent to us by China, one way or the other.
Sent to us by China. I love that. We are so fucking glad, by the way, that, like, this ultimately is just kind of like, I would say an act of God. This is ultimately something that, like, we're so glad that this, like, big tragedy, the big tragedy under Trump, wasn't something like a malicious act by China, for example. If it was like, I don't know, some just pissed off Muslim somewhere, or just blew up some Twin Towers or something, you know, some random example off the top of my head, we would be at war with, like, 40 fucking countries right now. The fact that he's going through all this effort to, like, pin this all on China and, like, use this in his efforts to, like, continue fear-mongering about fucking China should tell you that we are actually really fucking lucky that this is, like, some, like, act of God shit. Okay? We are really fucking lucky. We would be at war with China right now if there was actual evidence that this was, like, made in a biolab, like he's suggested on his fucking Twitter before.
Forget it. Believe me, we're never gonna forget it. And we were beating China at every single point. We were beating them on trade. We were beating them like nobody's ever made progress. They had before the pandemic.
No, he wasn't.
The worst year, Jonathan, that they've had
This is the positive thinking, also known as lying.
67 years. You know that with the tariffs and everything else I did. We were taking in billions of dollars. I was giving some of it to the farmers. The farmers were doing well because they were targeting the farmers. I was
God.
targeting China.
This conversation started with fucking, like, hey, how do you feel about, like, the deaths spiking under you? And went to fucking, hey, other countries are spiking too, and also, we had a really good trade deal thing with China, and also I'm doing really good with the farmers. Like, this conversation never, like, like, interviewing Trump must be the most infuriating fucking thing ever. Because it's always just immediate pivots into whatever the fuck else he wants to talk about at that moment.
We were doing good. Then all of a sudden the game changed, and I had to close it down. I closed down the greatest economy ever in history. And then
The greatest economy ever in history. Yeah, we had, like, horrible fucking, like, unemployment, like, even then. Like, we had underemployment, rather, which is fucking terrible. And wages were dropping. Wages were still stagnant after fucking decades. But yeah, the greatest economy ever. It was just minutes away from collapsing. But, yeah, everything was great. But then the Chinese attacked.
anyway, by closing it down, we saved millions of lives. If we would have gone to herd, and we knew very little about the disease, if we would have gone herd, we would have lost millions of people. Millions of people.
Millions of
Too
people.
much. We're at 140,000 people. One person is too much. We're at 140. We would have lost millions of people. And those
Millions of people, if what? If you didn't do what? You did nothing. You left it all to the states. You just said, like, what did you do? What would you have done different? Like, is he saying if you would have closed down the economy, we would have lost millions of lives? Because that's fucking stupid. Other countries have effectively shut down the economy for, like, just a few months while subsidizing the wages of the people, and it worked out fine. Why couldn't we do that here?
people that really understand it, they
Because then the government will have to admit that they're capable of solving our other problems, too, and they just don't want to do that.
really understand it. They said it's incredible the job that we've done. And again, I bring it up,
Who says that?
banning China from coming in.
It was already in here. It was already here. Like, by the time you found China, it came in.
Nobody knew the extent. Nobody knew how contagious it was.
The question is, Mr. President, China.
Nobody knows how contagious it was.
Things were bad. And
Yeah, we kind of had an idea how contagious it was back in January when, oh, I don't know, it was kind of ravaging fucking China. We had the slightest inkling, the slightest inclination that maybe this virus might be a little contagious, you know.
the last time I was with you was the day before the Tulsa rally in the Oval. And you were saying big, huge crowd, it was indoors. By the way, these people, they listen to you.
Excuse me, John.
Yeah.
We're in a 19,000 seat stadium. First of all, we had 12,000 people, not 6,000, which you reported.
Oh my god. You can't even, like, stick to the fucking idea that, like, that's the thing. At this moment, like, Trump's the kind of person that would always, like, just change reality depending on what he needs it to be at that very moment. The fact that Trump at this moment is now trying to defend both, like, hey, we have the biggest rallies of all time, but also the safest rallies, and we're taking it very seriously. He's got to have both of these ideas, because he can't just let his ego, like, rest for, like, 2 fucking minutes. And no, it is a lie. That's a fucking lie. He did not have 12,000 people. Okay, his overflow arena had to be fucking destroyed because he thought he was gonna get fucking 17,000 and he was gonna have 10,000 people standing outside. That didn't happen. They didn't have enough to fill up their arena, which I believe had a max capacity of like 5,500. So yeah, I think not 5,500. I think it was like 7,000. I don't remember, but basically fucking lie. Fucking egotistical retard.
It was like an armed camp. Why would you want 120 Black Lives Matter people?
I said, why would you want to have Tulsa?
And pivoting immediately to Black Lives Matter. Jesus Christ.
And Tulsa, well, because that area was a very good area.
Yeah.
It was an area that was pretty much
So how did Herman Cain die?
after.
If Tulsa was so great and safe.
That's a month later.
Did he die of a broken heart? Look what happened.
Doing very well as a state. It was almost free. It spiked a month later, a month and a half, 2 months later, but it was a good area. We had a tremendous crowd. We had tremendous response.
All right, so Tulsa, I think Tulsa's in Oklahoma? Let me double check. Tulsa, Oklahoma, yes. Pretty sure. Let me just make doubly sure. Yeah, all right, before I make myself look like a fucking retard. Okay, let me just check what this guy just said. Hold on. Now, to be fair, this is death, so this might be actually different. Yeah, pretty sporadic fucking graph, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So this idea that it was just fucking stagnant, and then you know, months later, way after I came, then it was exploded. It's bullshit, probably. So there was no safe point in history, in the history of fucking Oklahoma, that you could point to and say, oh, now is a good time to hold a fucking rally with 800 million people. No.
You couldn't even get through. You couldn't get anybody in. But we had 12,000 people. It was incorrectly reported. The other thing we had that nobody wants to talk about, so Fox broadcasting. It was the highest rating of Fox television.
I just love this. Now that we're just sitting here listening to this retard talking about his fucking ratings when people are dying.
It was the highest rating.
What the fuck?
You're saying something here. That speech.
Like, I love this dude's face. He's mortified. He's like, what the fuck? Why are we talking? Like, he's desperately trying to get Trump back on topic, but it's just not gonna happen. Trump wants to talk about ratings now.
In the history of
Trump wants to talk about the fact that he beat the Bachelorette season finale, or the fuck's on TV now.
Fox television on Saturday night. And nobody says
I think it is understandable. I'm criticizing the work that you draw. Are you kidding? I've covered it for 5 years. You draw massive crowds. You get huge ratings. I'm asking about the public health.
and I canceled another one. I had to cancel it.
Right.
I had a great crowd in.
Okay, I know this is not important, but Trump. Well, look at the. Okay, you can't see because it's fucking his head. But hold on. Look at Trump's fucking posture here. Actually, you don't really need to see his head. What the fuck? It's like he looks like he looks like he needs like a leg rest right there. You can't see my mouse over here. Look at that. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Jesus. It's like he looks uncomfortable. How does he sit like that all day?
New Hampshire, and I canceled it for the same reason.
But here's the question. You know, I've covered you for a long time. I've gone to your rallies. I've talked to your people. They love you. They listen to you. They listen to every word you say. They hang on your word. They don't listen to me or the media or Fauci. They think we're fake news. They want to get their advice from you. And so when they hear you say everything's under control, don't worry about wearing masks, these people, many of them are older people.
What's the rest of it under control? Yeah.
It's giving them a false sense of
Right now,
security.
I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. But that's
It is what it is.
everything we can. It's under control as much as you can control it. This is a
You really think this is as much as we can control?
well,
1,000 deaths a
I'd
day?
like to know if somebody, first of all, we have done a great job. We've gotten the governors everything they needed. They didn't do their job. Many of them didn't.
You didn't do shit for the governors.
Successful.
The governors, in fact, like, it's so wildly varied based on what the governors are doing because of, like, how little you're actually controlling the fucking states. Like, you're practically doing nothing for them. You pretty much said right from the beginning of the virus, just leave it up to the states, and the Republican states decide, let's do this, and all the Democratic states, with it have all the people in them, have to pretty much, like, run their own fucking, like, nation states to get it safely. Why am I stuttering so much? Jesus Christ.
The good ones are the bad. We had good and bad. And we had a lot in the middle, but we had some incredible governors. I could tell you right now who the great ones are and who the not so great ones.
You gotta love how Trump sped up just sounds like he's speaking at normal speed. Yeah, you gotta, yeah, true. That's why I do it. The other guy only sounds normal speed right now because he's gotta, like, slow down for Trump to be able to understand what he's saying.
We gave them massive amounts of material.
Mr. President, you changed your message this week in terms of cancelled the Jacksonville Convention. You said wear a mask. You say, you know, that it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's not something you like to say. I know you said that. The big question,
Not get worse like the original flow, you understand. But
I hope not.
The original flow.
Arizona's going down.
If I could just finish my question.
Texas is going down and Florida's going down.
Arizona's going down, Texas is going down, and Florida's going down. Let's double check that real quick. See, here's what you have to understand about Trump, right? There was a clip that fucking there was like a leaked conversation that got there was a leaked conversation that it was between Trump and somebody else, and they were talking about a conversation he had with Justin Trudeau, and he was talking about how he just bold-faced lied about a statistic. And that he had absolutely no idea what was true or not. He just said off the top of his mind, off the top of his head, like, "Oh, actually, America gives 50% of its revenue to China, to check." Like, basically, fucking, and Trump just gleefully laughing it off, like he has no idea about that. Trump will just lie to your face about a statistic if he just needs a statistic to look good for him at that very moment. That's something he does all the fucking time. He does it for fun. He doesn't give a shit about, like, actually, like, portraying the truth. He only wants to look good in that exchange. So pretty much you can't let him really just say any statistic without double checking it already. So what was it? I know he said Florida. Let me check Florida. I think he was talking about Jacksonville originally. So Florida. H-A... Florida. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P-Q. God damn it. I could just type here. Florida. Alright. Florida is going down. See this? Now, it looks like it's spiking upwards like fucking mad. But it's actually those are your eyes lying to you. That's the fake news.
The question is, are you going to, even some of your own aides, wonder whether you would stick to that message until election day, whether in a week or two you won't say, right, we've got to reopen again, we can't do this stuff anymore, that you get bored of talking about the virus and go back to that sort of cheerleading.
We'll never get bored of talking about this. It's too big a thing.
So will you stick to that message?
By China.
He never gets bored about it, but he's going to talk about fucking BLM again in like 30 seconds, and then he's going to talk about his ratings, and then he's going to talk about fucking like the beautiful, delicious chocolate sandwich that he had, whatever the fuck.
And it wasn't now it's we have here. And I think I'm very consistent. No, this is a very serious thing. We think we have 140,000 people at this moment. It's a
But it is what it is.
serious situation. And what you have to do is handle it the best it can be handled.
Is this the best that it could be handled?
I got them tremendous amounts of equipment that they would have never got. Jonathan, they wouldn't have equipment now if I didn't get it.
When can you commit, by what date, that every American will have access to the same day testing that you get here in the White House?
Well, we have great testing. We're doing, and
By what date?
Let me explain. The testing. We have tested more people than any other country, than all of Europe put together times two. We have tested more people.
Then all of Europe times 2. Alright, hold on. What's the population of Europe? I'm just curious now, compared to the entire population of Europe compared to the entire population of the United States. Population of Europe. Trees, population. God, why is it never just as easy as this? Hold on. Okay, 145. Okay. Decently. Okay, if I had to guess, alright, 145 million. World share. Okay, so altogether about, if I had to guess by looking at these numbers, I would have to say about the same as the United States, maybe more, maybe less. So okay, I guess it's a fair comparison if you're comparing it between all of Europe. But yeah, I'm not gonna do the mental math right now, but I'm just going to assume that's true. If we're assuming we're including Russia in that, which I don't know if he's willing to criticize Russia.
Nobody ever thought of. India has 1.4 billion people. They've done 11 million tests. We've done 55. It'll be close to 60 million tests. And you know there are.
Gee, okay, between America and India, who do you think has more people? India does have a lot of people, to be fair. Population of India. Oh, god damn it. That keyboard sucks. Population of India, demographics of India. Population doubled to 1.2 billion. Okay. So that's fair. True population of India is 1.3 billion. Okay, yeah, a lot of fucking people.
Say, you can test too much. You do know that. Who says that? Just read the manuals, read the books. Read the books. Read the books. What much you do? 55. It'll be close to 60 million tests. And you know there are those.
Yeah, 60 million tests. That's still like what, less than 1/4 the population.
You can test too much. You do know that. Who says that? Just read the manuals, read the books. Read
The manuals.
Read the books. What books? What testing does? let me explain. What testing does? It shows case.
What manuals? What books?
Shows where they may be tested.
As if this fucker has read a book since like Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Other countries test. You know when they test? They test when somebody's sick. That's when they test. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong. Nobody's done it like we've done it. We've gotten absolutely no credit for it. But we've come up with so many different tests. The only thing that
Always the
we found
victim.
is some people have to wait longer than we'd like them to. We want point to point. We want to have a 5-minute to a 15-minute test.
When
we
you-
have like many others.
Every
From what I
American.
understand, we're close to 50% was point to point tests. We are making thousands of instruments, thousands of tests right now, tens of thousands that can be distributed to various parts of the country. But you have to understand,
Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands.
other countries will
Okay.
have a big problem.
So I guess me and 100,000 people are gonna have to share one test. It'll be fine.
Jonathan, almost 50%, in fact, I think the number might be over, is immediate testing. The other's tough. You take a test, you have to send it to a laboratory. Let's say that takes a day, let's say it's a day.
It's difficult.
You know, so it's 3 or 4 or 5 days. There's nothing you do about that.
But when do you think you'll have it?
I think that you will have that relatively.
What does that mean?
You already have half. I would much rather get back to you because I don't want to have you
That's
in 1 month. I didn't make it. I missed it by a day.
I get
It's a
it.
headline.
Oh, yeah. Because Trump is so afraid to slap a date on something, you know? The guy who said that fucking COVID would disappear by fucking Easter. He's so afraid to slap a date on when he's able to do something like this. Okay.
Excuse me, one thing I would say about testing. Because we test so much, we show cases. So we show many, many cases. We show tremendous number. I know you're smiling when I say that. I've heard you say that.
I know you're smiling. You're thinking less of me. You're just like my dad. God damn it. Oh my god. Stop. No. Bad. I'm doing a show right now. Ugh. Okay, maybe we'll play a game sometime.
We didn't even have a test. When I took over, we didn't even have a test. Now, in all fairness, there was no test for this. There was no test for this. We didn't have a test because there was no test. In a very short order, we got one test, we got another test. Many of those tests are now obsolete because we've, it's called science, and all of a sudden something's better. But because we tested so many people, 55, 60 million people very soon, we get cases. We test, some kid has even just a little runny nose, it's a case. And then
Just a little runny nose, it's a case. Oh my god.
cases, then massive countries, China, which by the way doesn't report, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
China, the point is, because
Yeah. See, the thing is that about China that fucking terrifies me, honestly, is that to constantly, like, first of all, yeah, is it possible that China's probably lying about their numbers? Yeah. But here's the thing about China, is that if you live in an ultra, like, authoritarian country, one of the benefits of that is that you get to is that if you ever need to, like, just lock people down into their homes and, like, keep them there at gunpoint, you could just do that, and it's not like a controversy at all. And while that's a nice benefit for a time of pandemic, that's pretty shit 99% of the time. And what I'm wondering is, how is it going to look to, like, all these countries, like, in South America and around the world, where even the right to vote is less than a generation old? How does that look to them when, fucking a year from now, fucking America's still, like, arguing whether or not the fucking virus even exists, and China is, like, all clean and good? Are those countries going to become just, like, basically, arms of China, then? Because of your weak-ass leadership?
much better at testing than any other country in the world.
Best, yeah.
More cases.
I just want to point, it's always the best of this guy. And he's got the best stakes, he's got the best everything. It's like, it means nothing coming from him. Does he realize that?
The figure
I mean, of course, it's fucking sycophants, it doesn't matter to them.
If you look at
1,000 a day. It's going up again. It's going up again.
Let's look. And if you look at death,
Yeah.
start to go on again.
Yeah. If you had a binder or something, you wouldn't have to flip through in your hands and hold it the whole time.
in numerous categories, we're lower than the world,
Lower than the world.
What? In what?
Take a look. Right here. Here's case death.
Oh, you're doing death as a proportion of cases. I'm talking about death as a proportion of population. That's where the US is really bad. Much worse than South Korea, Germany, etc.
You have to go by
It's cheating. Stop it. No. We will never, like, become smarter, like, as a nation. We'll never have, like, a thriving economic, like, a system the world is jealous of ever again until we take every conservative on the planet and just tattoo the definition of per capita to their fucking foreheads. It will never happen. Jesus Christ.
you have to go by where look, here is the United States. You have to go by the cases. The cases.
Why not as a proportion of
When you have
population?
somebody, what it says is when you have somebody that has where there's a case,
Oh, okay.
the people that live from those cases.
It's surely a relevant statistic to say if the US has X population and X percentage of death of that population
No,
versus
you
South
have to go
Korea.
by the cases.
Well, look at South
You have to go by the... He just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand per capita. He'll never understand, like, hey, 1 in 10 people is less than is more than 9 of 100 people. He'll never get that. He'll never understand.
population, 300 deaths. It's crazy.
You don't know that.
I do.
You don't know that.
You think they're faking their statistics? South Korea?
They have a very good relationship with the country, but you don't know that.
He doesn't want to start an like international crisis right now. He just wants to shit on like South Korea and hope they're not watching.
Here's one right here, United States. You take the number of cases. Look, we're last, meaning we're first. I don't know what first.
Look at this fucking graph. It looks like it looks like a third grader would throw together. Jesus Christ.
Not reporting it correctly, Jonathan.
I think I am, but
If you take a look at this other chart,
Hold on, I want to get a closer look at this graph.
and we have cases because of the testing.
1,000 Americans died. I understand.
Very good relationship with the country, but you don't know that, and they have spikes. Look, here's one.
You don't know that. You don't know if they're lying or not. And they have spikes. Everybody has spikes. Hey, that means it's getting fucking worse. That's what the spike means.
Number of cases. Look,
If you smoke okay, hold on. I don't know if I can get okay, that's not the best picture. I might get a better close-up of it later. Oh, god damn it. He threw it away. It's like, no, don't look at that. Fuck you. Don't look at it too close. Just know this color is bigger than the other colors, okay? That's all you need to know.
we have cases because of the testing.
1,000 Americans died. I understand. I understand what cases it's different.
No, but you're not reporting it correctly, Jonathan.
I think I am, but
If you take a look at this other chart, look, this is our testing, I believe. This is the testing, yeah.
yeah, we do more tests.
No, wait a minute. Well, don't we get credit for that? And because we do more tests, we have more cases. In other words, we test more. Now take a look. The top one.
Yeah, we have more people to test.
If hospital rates were going down and deaths were going down, I'd say terrific. You deserve to be
Yeah.
praised for testing. But they're all
That's a
going
point.
down. 50,000 Americans are in hospital.
Yeah. If you're fucking like, if you smoke 10 like crack rocks one day, and then the next day you smoke fucking 3 crack rocks, but then the next, you know, you do really good because you're only smoking 3 as opposed to yesterday. But then the next day you smoke 7 crack rocks, you have a crack problem. Things are not getting better. That's not how that works. Because, oh, well, during the we're doing slightly better than we did at the fucking peak, but things are getting fucking worse.
They usually talk about new cases, new cases, new cases.
I'm talking about death.
When you look at death,
Yeah.
is way down from where it was.
No, it's...
A day, it was 2,500, it went down to 500, now it's going up again.
Yeah. Death, you just fucking flat out lie right there, and you got caught in the lie. He was hoping, just like, oh no, it's all the way at the down. It's like, no, it's higher than it is.
Where it was much higher than where it is right now.
Went down,
It
went up.
spiked, but now it's going down again. It's going down in Arizona, it's going down in Florida,
National
it's going down in Texas. Take a look at this. These are the tests.
It's going down in Florida.
It's going leveled out and it's going down.
Going down in Florida. It leveled out, and then it's going down. Okay, hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Where the fuck did I leave this death chart? Okay, Florida, he said. Oh, it leveled out, and it's going down. Yeah, see? Here's it leveling out, and here's it going a direction that's not, you know, that's not down, but hey, you know, it's going down, you guys. Maybe he's talking about this little tiny, like, lip right there. You know, fucking, hold on, let me see if I can get that. Between August 4th, which is 245, and, oh, no, August 5th is one more death, actually, than August 4th. Wait, he said this is filmed August 4th, was it? Fuck, I wanted to remember the date, but now I'm forgetting. See if I can get a look at it. July 28th. Okay, hold on. July 28th. July 28th. June, July 28th. Okay, so it was spiking on the day before July 28th, and now it's spiking even more to July 30th, which is at 253. Crazy!
Yeah, that's my report as of yesterday.
Anyway, Mr. President, if I can change Arizona it is, Texas has been
And it spiked and it's now going down in Florida. It's evened out and going down in Florida.
serious.
But you have to look at this. This is the number of tests compared
I
to
don't
the
deny
rest
your
of the world.
figures. You've done more tests by far than the rest. I don't deny
Because
that.
we've done more tests, we have more cases.
Because you have more people.
Check it out.
Mr. President, different subject. It's been widely reported that the US has intelligence indicating that Russia paid bounties or Taliban fighters to kill American soldiers. You had a phone call with Vladimir Putin on July 23rd. Did you bring up this issue?
No, that was a phone call to discuss other things, and frankly, that's an issue that many people said was fake news.
Who said?
If you look at some of the wonderful folks from the Bush administration, some of
The wonderful folks in the Bush administration.
saying that it's a fake
Yeah.
issue. But
From one war criminal to another, you know. We all agree. You know, this is bullshit because it makes it look bad.
It's all talking about nuclear proliferation, which is a very big subject, where they would like to do something, and so would I. We discussed numerous things. We did not discuss that.
And you've never discussed it.
I have never discussed it. Good, I have no problem with it.
But you don't believe the
know,
intelligence. It's because you don't believe the intelligence. That's why.
Everything, you know, it's interesting. Nobody ever brings up China. They always bring Russia, Russia.
Again, we are so fucking lucky there's like no evidence at all. That like, even like some like shady like maybe evidence that this was like fucking like done in like a biolab or something. Because he just wants to go to war with China so fucking bad. He's been looking for that for so long. He was looking like it instigated forever. I don't know what it is, but the conversation always moves back to China. Hey, you know, you say Russia did a bad thing, but China, you know, they're Chinese, you know?
Very big problem. Bigger problem than global warming. A much bigger problem than global warming.
Which doesn't exist, you know.
That would be great. It never reached.
How did global warming coming into all this?
They didn't think it was real.
It was in your written brief, though.
They didn't think it was worthy of it. I wouldn't mind. If it reached my desk, I would have done something about it. It never reached my desk.
You read your written brief.
I read a lot.
Yeah. Hey, remember when like the right wing like went fucking nuts at Obama during like the Fast and Furious shit when he said, "Hey, I learned it with all of you. I learned it on the TV with the rest of you guys." And now he's literally saying, it never even came to my desk. Never even heard of it. Like holy shit.
I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your written brief.
Extraordinarily well. Probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time. Spent a lot of time with
Oh, Trump does not understand the concept of like diminishing returns, does he?
India, talking about with the problems with China, talking about
I do love it when Trump says I'm the best at blank. I just love it so much. He reads more than anybody's ever read before. The greatest reader. History's greatest reader. That's what Trump will be remembered as.
I see the 22 soldiers were killed in India with China fighting over the border. It's been raging for many, many decades. And they've been fighting back and forth. I have so many briefings on so many different countries, but this one didn't reach my desk.
The reason I say this is even if you don't believe this particular piece of intelligence, there is dispute, no doubt. There is dispute in intelligence being done. Your former, John Nicholson, former head of forces in Afghanistan, said, this is when he was working for you, that Russia is supplying weapons to the Taliban. Isn't that enough to challenge Putin over the killings of
Well, we
US
supplied
soldiers?
weapons when they were fighting Russia too. You know, when they were fighting with the Taliban in Afghanistan.
It's a different era.
Well, it's a different. I'm just saying, yes.
But does that, how does that
I'm just
affect?
saying we did that too.
But how does
I
that-
don't know. I didn't ask Nicholson about that. He was there for a long time. Didn't have great success because he was there before.
All right.
And ultimately, I made a change.
But you surely heard that, right? I mean, it's well known in the intelligence community that they're arming the Taliban, Russia.
I don't know. When you say arming, is
Supplying
they're
weapons.
paying or they?
Russia is supplying weapons and money to the Taliban.
I have heard that, but it's never again. It's never reached my desk.
Never reached his desk. Maybe we should look into that, buddy, huh? You know? You gotta love those troops, you know?
The Soviet Union, because of Afghanistan, they went bankrupt.
Yeah. These are the same fucking... Remember, these are the same fucking people who, like, spent years, even to this day, fucking bitching and moaning about Benghazi. You know, basically, like, a fucking... Like, some people died in fucking war, which maybe could have possibly been prevented if they did some fucking, measure. And now they're just going around defending, well, you know, I mean, Russia, yeah, they put bounties on American soldiers and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, shit happens. Oh, my God, what a fucking retard. I'm kind of done with this, honestly. I really just wanted to watch the Corona shit. Let me see what the comments say. I'm curious. It took an Aussie to expose the pathetic level of journalism in this country. Yeah. A lot of people are saying Trump is saying nobody knew that. Trump didn't know. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is something, like, typical of fucking, what was I gonna say? That is typical of fucking... clinical narcissists, is that they can't accept that it's possible that they didn't know something before it was like common knowledge. So really, whenever that really is just code for I'm learning this for the first time. Because in order for them to accept that they're internalizing a new piece of information, it needs to be something like revelation that it would happen to anybody. You know, it's not their fault failing. It's the entire world's failing, and they're just the first of many to even shed a light onto this fact. It's absurd. I love this. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't bring data into this conversation. We're back. All right. So yeah, after this fucking disaster of an interview, Trump immediately ran over to Fox News to do like some soft fucking ball interviews. And what was one of the interviews he did? Well, refer to the title. Give me 1 fucking second. See if I can find this shit. I'm gonna put this in the no-no square so I don't feel stupid when I'm Googling this. That's how this works. Wait, nope, get over there. Nope. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Why is this fucking... Okay, I need to... God damn it, fuck me. Everything is so hard. Why is everything so hard? There we go, finally. Now you can't see what I'm doing because it's in the no-no square. Okay? Okay. Yeah. What was I doing? Right. Sorry, I've got like ADHD. I gotta fucking figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, he had this disaster of a fucking interview with fucking Brian Kill Me Please, as I like to call him. I don't want it from this. There was one video that just... I want just the raw footage, but all I get is the coverage of it, of the events. I don't want one from Daily Mail. I'm curious... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this clip from 38 seconds from Daily Mail, because I'm curious what the fucking retards in the comments of the Daily Mail say about this.
People are almost immune to this disease.
Oops, hold on. This isn't the thing I wanted to look up, but I'm curious now.
I guess they're stronger. Young people
Young people.
are almost immune to this disease.
Almost
The
immune.
younger, the better. I guess
Uh-huh.
they're stronger.
True.
They're stronger. They have a stronger immune system. It's an incredible thing. Nobody's
incredible.
ever seen this before.
Nobody knew that children have a stronger immune system than older people. Nobody knew this before now.
Young people more than older people.
What a fucking
Young
retard.
people are almost immune. If you look at the percentage, it's a tiny percent of 1%. It's a tiny percent of 1%.
Wait, what's a time? Okay, it's so hard because every single time fucking Trump talks for like an extended period of time, I just immediately like haze out and just like stop paying attention to the word that he says, and then he throws some fucking statistic, and I'm like, what the fuck is he even talking about? Because I have to like go back and like realize what the fuck he's even saying.
There are
It's so hard for somebody like me like ADD, especially when I'm talking to this fucking like slurring retard. This is at double speed even,
Almost a million.
and he's still like really slow.
Nobody's ever seen this before. Various types of flu will hurt young people more than older people. But young people are almost immune. If you look at the percentage, it's a tiny percent of 1%. It's a tiny percent of 1%.
What is a tiny percent of 1%?
So we have to have our schools open.
Yeah, see, this is why I just tune him out, because he just speaks words and says nothing.
But we do have to have...
He just likes the idea of something being less than 1 tiny percent. He just likes that. Oh my god. Okay, what are the sycophants saying? Alright, younger the better. I don't know. Well, younger the better. Didn't know he was a priest. This is what opening schools during the state of pandemic, especially in the U.S. Children contract the virus, blah, blah, especially, well, kids, okay, whatever. New World Order injections. 16 plus. Okay, so most of the people here are, you know, reasonable. Okay, hold on. This virus is a scam anyways. All the numbers from every country are tampered with. They admit to it themselves when they say that even if you clearly die of something else, by the time of the death you have COVID, they rush immediately put down COVID death on your birth certificate. This is the fucking world they live in. Where this is all just bullshit. Yeah, like, this huge surge of people that are dying of, like, pneumonia-like symptoms, that was all, like, you know, that's just a coincidence. Jesus fucking Christ. All the doctors are in on it, all the smarty taps looking down on me. Oh, my God. Yeah. You could, here's what fucking Trump is too fucking stupid to understand. Yeah, you can basically be immune to the effects of, like, a deadly fucking virus, but you become a carrier of it. And you can give it to somebody who isn't immune, like your parents or your grandparents, you know? People that are, you know, aren't, quote-unquote, immune to the virus. Jesus fucking, what a retard. Alright. Bunch of fucking retards in the comics as usual. Signals unemployment aid support. Fauci learns. Okay, Bloomberg is apparently quoting this shit. I'm curious what he has to say. Not really, though. Reaction to Trump's comments about vaccine risks. Where's this fucking clip? I never find the clips when I need them. Maybe I should start saving this shit. Whatever, hold on. Fuck it, I'll just click the first one.
If you look at children, children are almost, and I would almost say definitely, but almost immune from this disease. So few, they've got stronger, hard to believe.
Which, I wonder which witch doctor told him this. I wonder which, like, demon sperm believing fucking, like, anti-vaxxing retard told him that, like, children will never catch the virus. I know this because the demons told me so.
How you feel about it, but they have much stronger immune systems than we do somehow for this, and they do it, they don't have a problem. They just don't have a problem.
Well, they're not immune. A recent study found children under 5 have a viral load of 10 to 100 times more than older children and adults. And even if they're not sick themselves, studies do show children can spread the virus. Dr. Fauci saying, quote, it's been shown that children from 10 to 19 can transmit
fucking liar.
To adults.
Dr. Fauci, more like Dr. Microchip.
When it comes to kids younger than 10, we know they have those high viral loads. We actually still, amazingly and unacceptably, frankly, still don't know how they transmit the disease. So when you don't have all the facts, you can't claim children are immune. Look, we all wish this thing would go away, but wishing it so does not make it so.
I don't care what you think.
It's time for the president to stop saying that and start doing specific things.
I mean, yeah.
Caitlin Collins is out front.
I guess that's true.
Caitlin, the president doubling down tonight, just saying it yet again, that the virus is going to go away.
Yep, he has said
just magically, it's gonna go away.
He's going to continue to say it, it appears, until
like a dream.
Vaccine or more therapeutics are developed. And Aaron, he also did not back off what he said about children earlier today, that virtually immune comment that you just played. But instead, when he was asked at the briefing about it, he said that what he meant by that is that children don't get as sick as some adults do. Though we know there have been children who have gotten really ill with this if they do have some kind of underlying illness. And Facebook is clearly so troubled by the president's post and that comment about children that they have removed a video that was on President Trump's Facebook page of him making that comment that he believes children are virtually immune from this from his page tonight, because they say it's misinformation, saying that, you know, a certain age is immune from this.
You know, I've seen, like, Republicans, like, defend it. Like, well, they don't ban China's fucking page. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess they don't ban the fucking government's page there. But, you know, just because they're hypocrites doesn't mean that they're wrong. That doesn't mean Trump is right. This is like fallacies 101.
When the doctors and the health experts say that's not the case. That's notable because it's the first time, I believe, that Facebook has removed anything from the president's page, and comes, of course, as you've seen Twitter flag several of his posts about COVID-19 as well. And what was really interesting today is you saw him in the Oval Office meeting with the governor of Arizona, Doug Ducey, and he was praising his handling of the COVID-19 outbreaks and the surges that they had in their state. But when he was asked about that idea that Ducey had where they delayed the opening of schools in Arizona, the president didn't agree with that, but the governor did that in part to help stop those surges in cases, he said. But the president...
is that 40%.
I want to see
of
what
the
Fauci
population
says.
has no symptoms when they get infected. That's good. I mean, you get infected, you get no symptoms. The bad news for messaging is that 40% of the population get no symptoms.
And Sanjay, that is the bad news,
Yep.
right? Because you still have people saying, well, because
Terrible. But I've read on I get all my news from Facebook.com that if you just hold your breath for 20 seconds, that means you're COVID free. So I'm good. You know, I can do whatever I want all the time. India becomes third country to pass 2 million cases. Huh, crazy. But they have such poor testing. I don't understand. How is that possible?